Hey, I'm Dr SCL. I'm a dad, a chiropractor, and the translator you didn't know you needed in this, the first year of parenting. This is Decoded, the first year, the podcast that turns baby brain confusion, mum burnout, and milestone panic into clarity you can actually use. Let's make sense of the chaos by decoding it together. Hey mum, let me guess, you put your baby on the floor for tummy time, and within about 90 seconds you're wondering if you're doing it right. You're asking yourself, are they meant to be rolling by now? Should they be pushing up higher? And why does someone else's baby look stronger already? And here's what I want you to know. When your baby is on the floor, they're not just doing tummy time. They're not just filling in minutes before a nap. They're practicing something for far more important reasons than just ticking off a milestone. I'm Dr SCL, dad, chiropractor, and baby development whisperer. And today we're going to unpack what your baby is really wiring, building, and organising every time they move against gravity, and why this stage matters more than any checklist ever could. And I promise, once you see it through a nervous system lens, the pressure lifts. Now, when your baby is on the floor, it can look like nothing is happening. They're wriggling, rolling halfway, rocking, stopping, starting again, being Superman. And to an adult eye, it can look inefficient, unproductive, and messy. But the floor is not playtime. It's neurological training. For every push into the ground, it gives the brain information about pressure. Every shift of weight teaches balance. Every reach that misses the target refines coordination. And every pause is the nervous system recalculating and recalibrating. Your baby isn't just practicing movement. They're practicing prediction. The nervous system is constantly asking, if I move like this, what happens next? That question, asked thousands of times a day, is how the brain builds confidence. Not from success, but from safe trial and error. This is why the floor matters so much. It allows choice, mistakes, adjustment, and problem solving. This is also why containers change development. Containers like baby seats, prams, capsules, walkers, jolly jumpers, bouncers, slings, carriers. They all remove uncertainty. They remove feedback. They remove the need to solve problems. For the body is held. Movement is therefore chosen for them, and the nervous system stays passive. The floor gives your baby something more valuable: choice. Because when a baby chooses to move, the brain wires differently than when the movement is done to them. That choice builds agency. Agency builds confidence. And confidence becomes the foundation for both physical movement and emotional regulation. This is where emotional resilience begins. A nervous system that can explore safely learns that challenge that is not a threat. So when you see your baby on the floor struggling a little, don't rush in to fix it. That struggle is the lesson. They're not stuck. They're learning how to move through difficulty. They're learning that effort doesn't equal danger. And that lesson lasts for longer than the milestone itself. So with specifics, when your baby is on the floor, it's not just head and neck control. It's shoulder girdle, arm, hand, eye-hand coordination. It's even coordination with the hand and mouth. So what is your baby really practicing on the floor? Not just rolling, not crawling, and definitely not just the hitting of milestones. They're practicing coordination, they're organising reflexes, and they're building strength in patterns their brain will use for years. The floor is their neurological gym. And if something looks messy or slower than expected, that doesn't mean you've missed something. It just means we need to look deeper at the wiring, not just at the outcome. If this episode helped shift how you see your baby's movement, especially when on the floor, I'd love you to share it with another mum who might be quietly worrying. And if you want clearer understanding of what movements actually matter and why, make sure you're following at Mount Hawthorn Chiropractic, particularly on Instagram, and send in a DM to get a copy of my Baby Milestone Decoder PDF. It'll help you see development through the lens of the nervous system. Mum, you and your baby, you're not behind. You're building something that is great. Dr SCL, out. Thanks for listening to Decoded, the first year, where we translate the mess of early parenting into something that actually makes sense. Be sure to share this episode with a friend, a partner, or a mum that you know who is quietly struggling through the noise and secretly Googling every milestone. If you want to hear more decoding, follow at Mount Hawthorn Chiropractic on the socials. Let's keep decoding the chaos. No mansplaining, no pressure, no judgment, just clarity when you need it most. Please note, this podcast isn't medical advice. It's just smart strategies from a Gonstead chiropractor, a dad, and someone who's been in the room with hundreds of mums trying to make sense of their baby's development, their own postpartum recovery, and the constant noise that comes with modern parenting. Always chat with your health team for specific care.